Lens Relay. I am your host Anushree Chatterjee and I'm back with the review of the new Tamil series Sweet Kaaram Coffee. This series recently got released on Amazon Prime Video on July 6th and it has been getting a lot of acclaim from its audience. So let's dive into it. This series circles around 3 generations of women, a grandmother, her daughter-in-law and her daughter. And all 3 of them are shown to be undergoing a lot of emotional trauma in terms of their relationships and the way their careers are headed. Initially, you might think that it is one of those classic stories where just a group of boys and a group of girls just want to get together and get out of their monotonous lives and have a lavish road trip or an international trip. But this movie is kind of different from that particular setting. It's set more in the middle class, in a middle class house, and they're shown to be really focusing on getting a sort of break from the kind of lives that they're leading, which is primarily devoted to their male counterparts. The important and good thing about the series is that it's very woman-centric. All of the good lines and the memorable scenes are totally focused on the women, and the problems of the women have been enhanced, while the main counterparts are sort of the side characters. Well, that is the whole point of this series. This series can be likened to the Bollywood films Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara or the YouTube series The Trip. But again, the difference is there is no bachelor party involved in it. And of course, it is not that heavy budget and the characters are not shown to be very affluent and rich sort of people. But the similarities lie in how the different shots for the trips are shown. So the cinematographic appeal of the series is the beautiful drone shots and the beautiful wide-angle shots which have been taken for very diverse locations. The locations shown in this series are not just limited to South India. So they show the Taj Mahal as well and a bunch of mountains. Basically, the visual appeal of the series is quite nice. The background score of the series is mostly very peppy and upbeat. So it always gives you the impression that it is a happy-go-lucky kind of series, except for the times when those very flashy events are sort of sidelined by the deep emotional conversations which happen between the 3 women protagonists. The way that the relationship is shown as evolving, because these relationships of a grandmother and the granddaughter and daughter-in-law, they're all pretty complicated relationships when it comes to real life. So it is important that the directors show these relationships in a very unpretentious manner. And it is actually shown in a pretty good way that they're trying to understand each other's stands in their life because they all come from different sides and they belong to different generations. So the series unfolds in a way that they're trying to reduce the gap, that generation gap, which comes in the sort of thinking and the way they cope with their problems. In terms of the acting, the characters have done a great role, especially the character played by Lakshmi, which is Sundari, the grandmother. She has really come out as a very sarcastic and skeptical and fun kind of grandmother who teases her granddaughter about all the new sort of apps that she's always glued to. And she's really shown to be coming out of her shell. And the originality that each of these 3 characters has shown is actually very, very commendable and believable. Even the mother is shown to be someone who has been oppressed for years just by the sheer weight of her marriage and by the single-handed responsibilities that she's been taking care of. So in terms of originality and authenticity of a very simple middle-class household, it is very, very real. And you can actually connect with the roles. Like any other web series, even this one could have ended a little sooner, but the journey towards it is pretty entertaining. There are a lot of littered flashbacks, lots of fantasy sequences, and the songs are beautiful. There are a lot of surprises which just come at you out of the closet, and it has a cliffhanger ending, which obviously gives the audience the anticipation of the next season. So all in all, my verdict would be that this is a good one-time watch. And if you really like light-hearted dramas, then this series can really work well for you. If you like this review, then please hit the like button and share your valuable comments in the comment section. And definitely subscribe to the channel because I will be back with a lot more interesting content in the future. Thank you so much.